week.
The way life is. You make a lot of decisions at
Want to
times.
risk it?
Yeah.
Or
Make a report. No report, like soon,
all right.
You fight and run away. You used to fight and run away. These are people that this generation don't take.
Hi, this is Lionel. What better time than now to be reminded that today, more than ever, we need to come together. On the 35th anniversary of the world, we remember what life really is and see.
Thank you. Sorry.
1, 2.
All the boys.
I wanted to ask for this. I wanted to ask for your name.
Oh, okay.
Can we stop what we are doing now and move to the front, please? Please, can we stop what we are doing, move to the front so that I can have a formal instead? Please move to the front. We want a good overview.
Good morning, everybody. My elders, senior colleagues, and our guests for today, who are the men that were celebrating, men, boys to men, am I right? Can you celebrate yourself this morning? Once again, I want to welcome us to the maiden edition of the National Medical Women Association of Nigeria's celebration of the International Day of the Boy's Child. I know there's a lot of clamoring about the girl child, but this year we decided to celebrate the boy child because we know it takes two wings to fly. You cannot have just the boys alone. You need both genders to have a wonderful society. So that is why our boys, our men are so important to us today. And that's why we're celebrating you specially on this August occasion in May. So can you celebrate yourself once again? This celebration will start with an opening prayer. So this celebration is going to start by first recognizing the one who is the author and the finisher of and our creator, and also to recognize special people that have come to grace in our midst this morning. And I'm going to be calling the podium, the I table, the Commissioner of Education in the person of Barrister Abdul Rahman Abiodun Abdul Rahim. Please can we make him welcome? Also, I would like to recognize the person of Minister Akonji Olayinka, the Director of Schools, Ministry of Education, Oyo State. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Abiola O.A., the Deputy Director of Schools, Ministry of Education, Oyo State. Please can she come up to the podium? All right. Also present here is the president of ICOMA in the person of Professor Otolori. And also, double as the president of our president. All right. All right, and to the one who has hosted this event today, I'd like to recognize my own president, and that is the president of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria, national president in the person of Dr. Adekemi Lilian Otolori. All right, even as the celebration progresses, we'll recognize other members. But before we do that, please shall we all rise? Shall we all rise for the opening prayer? And we're going to recite or say the second stanza of the national anthem. Is that fine? All right, come on, go. O God of creation, direct our noble course, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and live just and true. Great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Shall we say amen? Can we have our seats? Oh, sorry, don't have your seats. Can we have the national anthem? Before we have a sing. And that will be followed by the Oyo State anthem. So I would also like to recognize the presence of the president, the Medical Women Association Oyo State Chapter, in the person of Dr. Adeyemi, who is Oyinda Adeyemi, who is ably represented by Dr. B.C. Osege. Please, can you come to us? Please, can we celebrate her? All right, sorry for that. So I'm going to call on the chair for today's event, who is also the chair of the committee, and the person of the committee for the gender and child and adolescent of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria, in the person of Dr. Folusho Balogun, to please give us a background and welcome.
Guests, we are highly excited to have you, SARS and MAS. You know, it's encouraging when you see our daddies, isn't it? Can you see who they are today? Here we have Commissioner for Education. Can you imagine that? We have Professor of Professors. You know they are professors. But some professors are Professor of Professors. You can imagine. We have... There's a man in uniform. Who recognizes that uniform? Is there any of us that recognize it? Yes? Boy Scout. Can you see that? This table is loaded. Can you see that? Are you excited to be here? Thank you, sir and ma'am. for this occasion. We are celebrating the International Boys Child Day. And I'm happy, we are happy that it's Boys Child, isn't it? They remembered us this time around. And they are remembering you in a big way. Are you happy with that? And I'm sure our daddies are very happy that we are remembering boys. We are celebrating boys. And thank you for honoring our call to come here to celebrate the boy child. And I'm sure each of the boys here, they are happy to be here, isn't it? You are proud to be here. You are proud to be boys, future leaders who do exploits, who will move and shake this world in every positive way. So I welcome every one of us. Thank you for coming. And we assure you that today you are going to have a good time celebrating the boy child. And I'm sure each of us will go with one lesson or the other. Thank you very much and welcome.
So the next thing on the agenda is to welcome the National President of the Medical Women Association for a speech. Over to you, ma'am.
The chair for today, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Honorable Barrister Abiodun Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim, I'm correct. God bless you. You are most welcome. The Provost, the CMD, the dignitaries in the University of Ibadan and College of Medicine and Dean of Dentistry, Professor Kolade, all in absentia, you are welcome. They are our chief hosts. The ICOMA President worldwide, Professor Tolori, you are most welcome. We thank you for coming. Our speakers, eminent speakers, the two commissioners, thank you for coming. My President, Oyo State MWAN, you are warmly welcome. Our dear MWAN members, I will welcome you last. Our teachers, our great teachers who are here, you are welcome. Our great boys, our darling brothers, sons, husbands, uncles, grandfathers, patriarchs, congratulations. Say congratulations. Today is a wonderful day, and I thank God for this joyous celebration. I'm sure this year we've had 3 occasions to celebrate the girl child, the women, or the aunties, isn't it? And we left the boys at school. So we are delighted to have the boys here today, to have rapport with them, to tell them about medical women. Who are the people in medical women? Let me tell you about them. Greetings from Medical Women, Chairperson, Board of Trustees, and all members of the Board of Trustees, MWAN National Advisory Council, MWAN National Executive Council members, all MWAN members. The President of MWAN is a Nigerian today, Dr. Elinor Iwadinobu. And it started about 104 years ago, and to the glory of God, Nigeria joined 47 years ago. And after 40 years, Nigeria was able to attain the position of the international. What else should I tell you about medical women? Do you know that medical women were in the 36 states of Nigeria and Abuja? So if you have your village in Maiduguri, we can reach them. I can send my state presidents and officers to check your mother or grandmother or to go to the IDP camps. We are everywhere, and our mission is to reach the 774 local governments, all the crannies of Nigeria. What do? We are very empathetic. We want to improve the health and social well-being of women, health, and everybody in the community and the boys. And recently, in 2018, the motion was moved to start celebrating boy child. Why? Because God and the Bible or the Quran or the atheists have said that train a child in the way he or she should go. And in future, he or she will not depart from it. There is need for serious mentoring in Nigeria. You too will agree with me that many of our grandchildren, our children, they are not we are doing it. Things have changed. But if the things change positively, we welcome. For instance, you know more IT than myself, you can teach me, we welcome that. But when things change in the way we don't like, and we don't take the voice alone. I don't want to say negative things, but we hear the Israel say, and she's doing her duty, and she's up to the task. She's been here to impart. If you see all her slides and everything, you too would like to be like her. And over here, I feel my commissioner, thank you for coming at very short notice. And he's a role model of the boy child because he has persistently been diligent all his life. That's why he could have taken the position of the Honorable Commissioner for the Great Oyo State. And again, I welcome the former chief, Professor Tolori, who also, since youth, he has been a trailblazer in many occasions, in many fields. Today, he's here to impact on us. Even if they have just 5 minutes, those 5 minutes will be everlasting in your memory. You will take something home. Again, we have the experts, the Honorable Commissioners for Boy Scouts and mental health for youth. Thank you. They are here to specifically, statutorily impact you. Please listen attentively. You will take something home that you too will be able to tell the other youth around you. Again, my state president is here. We are occupying a space. This biennium, the headquarters is in your state, and as such, we have 2 lions here, the national president and the lesser lion, the Oyo State president. Dr. Bisi, thank you for representing your president, Dr. Nida Adeyemi. As you can see, our MC visiting when we are about to start. That is the life of the doctor. She's the assistant to the chairperson. She should have been here, but an emergency happened in theater, and she had to remain and make sure that the patient is okay. So she can break it. Thank you very much, everybody. You are welcome.
Thank you. Please, can we appreciate once again my president? Can you do it better? Because if she does not conceive the idea, I will not be here. Oh. So let's celebrate my president. All right. So next, we're going to go to the chairman's speech, and I would like to invite our honorable commissioner to take the chairman's speech.
Thank you very much. Let me just warn from this moment that I will stand on the existing protocol. But notwithstanding that, I would like to celebrate some people because they are due for celebration. Please, I may not follow the protocol properly, but please excuse me on that. I would like to celebrate someone that has distinguished himself and is being celebrated today. And that is Professor Otolori. You are welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You may say that maybe I'm partial because he's a boy child like me. But you will have to excuse me on that. Now I can now go to the other commissioners with me here. Boy Scout Commissioner, and then something there, Commissioner. So you are all welcome. So when we leave here now, we will all go to the secretariat. Thank you very much. And then I would like to appreciate our mama, the president of this association, Dr. L.A. Otolori. You're welcome, ma. And then the president of Oyo State branch, and that is Dr. Onyeda Mola Adeyemi, have now been represented by the very able representative, and that is Dr. B.C. Osege. You're welcome. And then, I'm sorry, the teachers and my fellow boy children that are here, you are all welcome. And then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making it here today. My speech will be very short, and I'm very sorry. Immediately I finish with my speech, you will have to excuse me because we still have a lot of programs that are lined up for me today. I'm very sorry. I would have loved to witness some sports. Particularly, I love Ludo, as well as I think there is another one. No. During our own time, we didn't know what was chess. That's for people in high class. I was in low class then. So, Ludo, what, and possibly Scramble. You know, Scramble develops your world view. And then it's a very tricky game. So thank you very much. Now, I'm highly elated to be among this gathering of passionate, world-changing gender, the boy child. The boy child is constantly reminded of his responsibilities early in life. That is by virtue of the cultural calling. The need to rise up to these enormous challenges is always being echoed, which requires right parenting, mentoring, and guidance for him to put him in the right track, so as not to be misled by an overwhelming peer group influence in order to achieve his dreams in life. Distinguished audience, at this juncture, we need to stress the fact that boys who are properly groomed, tutored, and given the right training become better citizens in any of their careers of choice. Educating a boy child, as well as the female counterpart, give them the right direction and make them better individuals who the society will be proud of. Therefore, education, I say, is a means to a desirable end, leaving them with a permanent positive change in life. Ladies and gentlemen, many boy children have been introduced into cultism, drugs, smoking, theft, indecent alcohol consumption, and other social vices due to bad parenting, broken homes, and very many reasons that are beyond human imagination. Hopes of many have been dashed that need to be boosted, as our discussions for today centers on boosting optimism, restoring self-worth. Boy child, you are worth more than gold. Can you just applaud that? You are worth more than gold. Thank you. One cannot overemphasize the important roles being played by boys in the society. Great men who had impacted the world positively had been born and are still being born and yet to be born. I use this medium to implore you that you can aspire to become men of valor who will pioneer great change in the society and make the world a better place for all of us to live. Please learn the ropes of these great men. Regrettably, however, some boys had put their family names into the mud, putting it in the Guinness Book of Bad Record, thereby making the boy child worthless individuals in the society. Desist from all the social vices that will make your life short-lived. God has not created you to be evil. Dear boys, choose the right paths. Distinguished audience, it's teaching time saves 9. It's an adage. It's an age-long popular adage. And of course, saves more than 9 and lots more. In a nutshell, and without missing words, the boy child today must be, as a matter of fact, be a problem solver, agent of positive change to stop problems from becoming bigger. Challenges will surely come. He must be dogged in the face of those challenges, especially when boys are expected to fulfill certain ridiculous expectations. This stereotype has to be changed, and this is the time. It is time we build a more inclusive and acceptable society. When they say this or that is meant for the other gender, we challenge and teach them what gender roles and stereotypes can hinder in the making of the new generation of unstoppable young boys. I'm sorry, I'm saying this in the midst of girl children. But I'm only challenging you to be more productive and then make more impact in life than what is even expected of you. Knowing fully well that traditionally, much burden is placed on you, even from birth. So you need to carry these responsibilities with joy and with preparedness of mind, which will make you to excel in all your fields of endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, men are here present. Tomorrow is a result of today's sacrifices. The time to build a better future is now. The boy child is an agent of change and can provide solutions to various issues. Boosting optimism, restoring self-worth is a task that we must help the boys to achieve. For instance, every child should have the right to basic quality education, which is one of the cardinal agenda of the present administration. And all-inclusive education is free in Oyo State, and many more youth-friendly programs put in place by the People's Governor, Ejina Sheyi Makinde, FNSC. Thank you very much. In conclusion, therefore, the task of redirecting them back to the right track is one that must be guided well by us all. We are stakeholders in the business of boosting optimism and restoring the self-worth of the boy child. While thanking the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria for putting up this laudable program, I also celebrate the boys. You are celebrated today and always. Thank you all for your presence and time. And thank you all for listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner, for that chairman remarkable speech. I know the boys are challenged, and I know with this remark, with this speech, they would make use of all the knowledge that has been imparted. All right, thank you very much, sir. So we'll go on to the goodwill messages. We would like to welcome goodwill messages from Director of Schools. All right. Goodwill messages from the Medical Women Association, Oyo State Chapter.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, the Honorable Commissioner of Education, Barrister Abdurrahim, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and our special guests of today, the boy children. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm representing the President of Medical Women Association, Oyo State Chapter, my President, Dr. Oyindamola Adeyemi, who is unavoidably absent, but she sends her warm greetings and felicitation on today's celebration of the boy child, which resonates particularly with me also. I'm a mom of boys, and all the time they'll ask me, Mommy, you're always going for celebration for the girl child. When will it be the turn of the boy child? So I told them proudly that today I'm going for the celebration of the boy child. And it's, a wonderful and laudable program. And I thank our national president, Dr. Adekemi Otolori, for this, a laudable program, so that we'll, encourage the boy child. A lot is being done for the girl child, so it's a must that we must not forget the boy child. We must take up the boy child, identify problems that affect the boy child, as we are always doing for the girl child, and trying to solve these problems that bedevil the girl child. So it's imperative also, as we are solving the problems of the girl child, we identify those for the boy child, solve them, and encourage the boy child to be the best always. So once again, I bring warm greetings from the President, Medical Women Association of Oyo State Chapter, Dr. Oyindamola Adeyemi. I wish us all a wonderful time. Thank you.
All right. I would also like to welcome goodwill message from the President of IBADAN College of Medicine Alumni, International, Worldwide, in person of Professor Otolori.
Thank you very much. The Chairman and Honorable Commissioner for Education, the President of MWAN, National President of MWAN, other commissioners, the representative of the State President of MWAN, please let me rest on existing protocol. I'm not a very protocol person. This morning, the M1 president said to me, we are celebrating the boy child, you have to come. I said, why? He said, you're a big boy. So I accepted to come, because I think it's a good thing that the medical women are actually recognizing the equilibrium, the importance of also celebrating the boy child. Truly, they have done a great job in celebrating the girl child and bringing to the front burner the challenges that the girl child faces. But also, I think I'm in total agreement with them that we really need to talk to the boy child, because it's the boys that become the men. And some of the challenges that the girl child or the girls face is from boys or from men. And my advice to you is, whenever you are interacting with any other person, human being, whether it's a boy or a girl, always think, suppose it was me. You have to always put yourself in that position and do unto others as you would like to be done to you. One of the problems of the girl child, of women in general, is gender-based violence. How many of you boys here have sisters? Okay, very good. I'm sure you wouldn't like to see your sister suffer any kind of physical or mental abuse. And if you don't want to see them suffer that, don't offer that as well. Don't bully students. especially in co-educational schools, we find boys bullying girls or bullying younger boys. These are not good things. These are not signs of strength. Actually, it's a weak person that goes around bullying others. It's those who are feeling insecure, who think they need to draw attention to themselves. They are the ones who go around bullying people or beating girls or beating women. When you become a big man and you marry, when you start beating your wife, it's not a sign of strength. It's just a sign of weakness. It means you are insecure. If you want to beat anybody, go and ask Muhammad Ali or somebody. Get in the ring with, one of the boxers and then find out, how strong you are. But when you start beating a woman, it's just a sign of weakness. You don't feel secure. You're taking out your anger and your stress on a weaker vessel. So you have to learn that from now. You don't want to be beaten. You don't want your sisters to be beaten. You don't want your mother to be beaten. Learn from now to respect gender. A woman or a man, a girl or a boy, we're all equal before the eyes of the Lord, and we have to accord each other that respect. So I congratulate all the boys for this opportunity to be celebrated. It is your day, International Day of the Boy Child. Well, they classify me now as a big boy, so I'm also celebrating. And I can assure you that when you listen to your parents' advice and you follow their advice and you know what is wrong from what is right, the sky is the limit. Don't spoil your opportunities by an act of indiscretion. And sometimes a lot of things that happen to boys is because they are under the influence of alcohol, under the influence of substances. Don't put yourself in that situation, because invariably you end up regretting and you cannot go back and try to correct what you have started. I read a very bad story this morning. Coincidentally, a boy and his father had a problem in a family. The father got so annoyed and he beat the boy so badly that the mother went and reported the case to the police. This is in the UK. And the police came, they arrested the man, they charged him to court for assault. He's been in jail for 3 years. So what, at the end of the day, the boy is not happy. He sent his father to jail. The father has lost 3 years of his life. The mother who went to report to the police has no husband for 3 years. It's all a mess. Simply because the boy who ought to have been reading his books and doing things, it was all on computer and all of these things, and he ended up destroying a whole family. So remember, I know in Nigeria it's not likely to happen. I know of a parent who the son reported him to the police in UK, and then they brought him to Nigeria. When they landed in the Ikeja airport, he started beating him. He said, okay, go and call the police now. But it's all, these are stories that we really don't want to repeat. So let us remember, girls and boys, everybody deserves respect. Do unto others what you would like to be done to you. Thank you for the opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, so we now go to our guest lectures for today. And I'm going to be calling on the first speaker in the person of Ambassador Oyewumi Adebisi Isaiah. He's from Ejigbo local government in Osun State. He's married with 2 children. Works with El Shaddai Baptist School, UI Agbo, as the head teacher for the basic section of the school. And is the current Boy Scout Commissioner for Schools in Oyo State.
Dear boys, our chief host, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, is about to leave for other duties, for our duties, for the sake of the boys and the girls' education. But we like to know what you like to do best in Medical Women, and that is to say thank you, and that is to honor him. You know that the success of the present administration of Governor Engineer Seyi Makinde cannot do well without the great contribution of the Honorable Commissioner for Education. We believe that since the last 4 years, they have been impactful, and we feel their presence. For this, on behalf of the whole state, on behalf of the children, the boys, the girls, the primary education, the secondary, the tertiary, and the co-educational sectors, we are saying thank you. So we'd like to decorate him now as an MWAN champion, because champions are those who have achieved a lot to improve the health and well-being and educational status of all in the state. And you will agree with me that our Honorable Commissioner has qualified for this. Please join me in decorating him. Thank you. Dr. Daramola. Dr. Daramola.
That's what I've been looking for.
We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
Yes, as I said earlier, that our Honorable Commissioner, Honorable Barrister Abiodun Abdurrahim, has done a lot in this administration, and this is to testify that this is not the first time. He must have been a diligent person, hardworking, conscientious, with integrity, and that's why he is today our Honorable Commissioner for Education. And we, in the background, assessing all the ministries, we found him worthy to be called an MWAN champion. On behalf of the entire Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, plus our international president, Dr. Elinor Nwadinobi, we say hearty congratulations and thank you, and we wish you more laurels in the next 4 years and beyond. Thank you. Now decorate him and invite him and welcome him as an associate MWAN member. Also, he will be the first to be presented with MWAN medical books for the boy child day.
Can we celebrate the commissioner as he takes his leave? Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. Thank you for coming, sir. All right, so we'll go straight into the speech. I would like to call on the first guest speaker in the person of Ambassador Oyewumi to give his speech. Am I right?
Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, this afternoon. My name is Oyewumi Adebisi Isaiah, as said earlier, and I want to stand on the existing protocol. I don't do more of this. I'm a field person, so please don't mind my. I may leave the table very soon because I'm amidst of boys, and a boy child is a special child. I believe you know that. A boy child is a special child, and we are talking about the boys and their mental health today. You know, when I got this, it was something very interesting, and when doctor was telling me that it has been changed from boosting, optimism, and the like, so that we are talking about boys and mental health. I won't waste your time because I also have, I want to be more practical. Now, when we talk about mental health, please, we'll do some things. Please, can we all stand up? Please. Can we stand up? We are all boys. We are not girls. We are boys. So now, before we start, there is this song I want to teach us. Now, and everybody is going to participate. Everybody is going to participate in this song. Now, it goes this way. I will start from myself now. Now, you say, answer your name, answer your name, answer your name in a guy way, in a guy way. Now, my name is Adebisi Oyewumi. I come from Osun State. I like Chelsea. I like Arsenal. I like Man U. I like football. No. Answer your name, oh. Answer your name, oh, in a guy way. In a guy way. Now, you are going to tell me what you like doing, and what you want to be. If you are Omo Daddy and Omo Mommy, you answer your name in a guy way. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go? So I'm going with all saints. This is all saints. All souls. Okay, all souls. Sorry. All souls, after all souls, Pathfinder, and UCH Staff School. Now, are you ready? Now, who is going to be the volunteer for this place so that we not waste most of our time? I only have 20 minutes. Okay, answer your name, let's sing. Answer your name, answer your name in a guy way. In a guy. And now tell us your name.
Omoni Praise.
My name is Omoni Praise. Hello. Now we don't have any girl here. Let's be free. Let's be free. We are a boy. Okay. Answer your name. Somebody wants to take it up. Answer your name. Answer your name in a guy way. In a guy way. Now. Oh, this guy has lost his voice. Okay. Now. Okay, let me go over to Pathfinder. Answer your name. Answer your name. Answer your name in a guy way. In a guy way. Somebody's writing it down. Now, I want to say something. Who is saying something here? Okay.
My name is Bashalom. Yeah, I like sports, yeah. I like basketball, I like gaming, I like anime, yeah.
All right. Please, can we clap him? Can we clap him? Okay. Now, over to UCF Staff School. Answer your name. Answer your name. Answer your name in a guy way. In a guy way. Who is going for us now? All right.
My name is Akwadiri Oluwaseyi, and I like playing some sports like basketball, football, and I like swimming.
Please, let's clap him also. Let's clap him. Everybody, please clap yourself. Yeah, let's sit down. Let's sit down. Thank you very much. Let's have our seats. All right. Yes. Now, that is one thing about a boy child. You see, a boy child is never a dull moment. Anywhere you see boys, is always active, is always lively. You cannot see boys that will whispering and be talking as if they are hiding things. You know, when a boy starts hiding things or whispering and talking like that, you start suspecting that boy. Boys are always free. So that is one of those things that mold our mental health. Now, what is mental health? According to United Nations, it says, mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with stress of life, realizing their ability, learn well, and work well, and contribute to their community. Yes, as a boy child, we have a lot of responsibility, and I'm counting myself with you guys now. We have a lot of responsibility. A lot of people are looking up to us. And I believe and I know that nobody here wants to disappoint those people that are looking up to us. Our daddy rightly says something. We have younger ones, we have siblings, we have elderly ones that are other gender. You see, no matter how small a boy is, you see, his parents are looking up to him. They are looking up to him that someday this boy or these boys are going to be the protector of this home. And I believe you don't want to disappoint them in any way. So, mental health, if a boy is not sound mentally, how can his or her parent confide in him? His parents, confide in him. They won't. Recently, something happened. A boy in the other flat, his dad was not around, and a snake came into their house and the mother was saying, Tayo, climb the chair, let me call. He was saying, he wants to call me to come. And the boy said, no, mommy, leave me, I can face the snake, I can kill the snake. That is the confidence. That is the confidence. Sometimes people will look that, okay, you are too small, you don't know anything. It is until you start looking down on yourself, that is when people will not value you again. Now, a boy child has a very important role to play in the community, as we see from the definition. That is also helping in the development of the community. Please, I hope you are with me. Please, if I see that your attention is you are distracted again, I will come down and we'll do another game. We'll do another song and we'll do another thing. No problem.
Dear boy children, please let us have an interruption for good. Another boy child is here, a big one, a big boy. Please give a round of applause to Professor Kolude. Professor Kolude is the Dean of Dentistry, and you are very, very lucky to meet him, because the girl child has been here 3-4 times. They haven't been able to see Professor Kolude. We warmly welcome Professor Kolude. He is a good boy child, very diligent, hardworking, with integrity, with a good work-life balance, and he has delivered a lot to the College of Medicine and to the University of Ibadan. Please give him another round of applause. He is very busy, but he has a lot of respect for the boy child. And as such, he has broken his protocol to give us just 2 minutes of goodwill. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
Thank you very much, ma. And thank you very much, sir. My teachers in my university days, I welcome all of us to the Faculty of Dentistry. I quite appreciate the fact that it's a privilege to be invited for this program, so you consider yourself lucky. Quite a number of schools will have shown interest, but you were chosen amidst many to do this program. I also grew up in an essentially, let me say I have 2 daughters, but my upbringing was exact opposite. We were essentially all boys, and I was the youngest. So you know what that meant? The big ones will behave. So in fact, because it was that challenging, I ran to the boarding house thinking that it would be easier. But it was like running from a wild dog to a lion. But we thank God, the process of making us had a lot to do with interacting. I had to interact with the males essentially in my early days of life. I congratulate you for choosing to come and listen to mentors who've had it, have seen it all, and so to guide you in the cadre of life. I just want to leave by encouraging you to keep to your goal. Make sure you hold your academic life in high esteem, and make sure you excel in your academic life. Make it a point of duty. These days we do caution the male child to be careful. There are so many vices around. There is the issue of drugs. There is the issue of cult, and even issues of perversion, which you should avoid, and make sure you stay clean and clear of these things. And you should also desire and aspire to be in very good professional line. How many of us are thinking of becoming medical doctors? Let's start with that. How many of us would like to? How many of us would like to study medicine? How many of us are in the science line? How many of us are in the science line? Let's now make it a bit more challenging. How many of us would like to become dentists? And you are using my faculty. You are at risk. Okay. So how many of us would like to be engineers? Okay. How many of us would like to go into IT, computer-based studies, So IT is more popular than medicine these days. That's interesting. Okay, good. How many of us would like to be lawyers? How many of us are art students? Arts. And how many of us would like to be lawyers? How many of us don't even know what we like to be? Why? You are not sure yet. You are not sure of what you like to be. Actually, there is no crime in not being sure, but it's a lot of crime in not excelling in where you are for now. Whether you want to become lawyers, engineers, accountants, doctors, be sure that in your class you are in the top. You are in the uppermost percentile. You have to be relevant. You must be relevant. You must be competent. You must be able to compete amidst your equal and stay on top so that you be the best you want to be. But the key words to watch out for: don't partake of the negatives. Don't join drugs. And they say, okay, let's just go to that corner and, it won't affect you. You become stronger. Don't take drugs. Don't take smokes. Don't join cults. And don't go into perversions. Don't go into sexual perversions. Those are the things you need to watch out for. And chart your life very early. Program yourself. Have a discipline. In our own era, it was easier because virtually parents could put a boy child in Form 1, and by the time you are coming out of Form 5, you are a finished product because government was that up to it in our time. I mean, most of us attended government schools, and we excelled, and we had the best. I remember at the point in time I was at Government College IBADAN here, and we had a nice time in school, and But that was then. Now you really have to. Most of us, I'm sure, now are day students. How many of us are in the boarding house now? How many of us are day students? You say now, day student. Whether you are boarding house or just create a schedule for yourself, create time for your studies. You must have afternoon prep when you look over your assignments in school, and in the evening you want to prepare for the next day. That was the order of the thing, and it was sufficient for us to achieve what we wanted to. So once again, I congratulate all of us on the occasion of a Boy Child Day. And I wish us to be the best we can ever be and to be very good listeners to our instructors. And also the teachers that brought you. I want to say congratulations to you for producing boys that are going the right direction and the right way in life. So once again, thank you for the opportunity to address. And I want to thank the organizers also. Mama she's been up to it. She started with the girl child, now she's doing the boy child. And my very, very senior professor, whose shoes I cannot lace, is also with you. So you are in very good hands. Once again, congratulations for your programs.
Thank you very much, sir. Just a minute. Thank you very much, sir. Now, boy children, you've heard it again. And when you see something being repeated over and over again, it is for emphasis. We pray that all the negatives that we have said, you will note it. All the positive things we are trying to imbibe into your lives, you will take them. Thank you very much. Please hold on for the lecturer.
Please, we can do better. Let's clap, please. Thank you very much. Yes, I would like to continue from where I stopped. Now, I was talking about the United Nations definition of mental health. And also, in that definition, they talk about well-being. Now, when we are talking about well-being, we are talking about your physique, both psychologically and physically. When I say physique, we call it, in my own slang, the organization, we call it our morale. if your morale is not high. And when I'm talking about morale, it's not the negative morale, like the professor said earlier. Not the kind of morale that those that smokes out there and do all sorts of nonsense out there. That is not the kind of morale. When we are talking about morale, it's things that will cheer you up positively, even in your academics. Things that will encourage you. Things that you do that, okay, friends that you make, let me put it this way, because the closest one, because of peer pressures and the likes all around there, you meet friends that will tell you things that is different from things that you used to know. Now, when you have the wrong morale, you go out of hand. When you have the wrong morale, before you know what is happening, you start hiding things from your parents. You start hiding things from your teachers. You start hiding things from those people that are leading you right. That is the wrong morale. So when we are talking about well-being as a boy child, you have to have the right well-being. You have to be inspired positively. You have to be inspired rightly. And one thing about inspiration is that inspiration don't come on idle hands. Either negative or positive. Inspiration don't come on idle hands. Inspiration only comes on those people that want to utilize those gifts, those natural gifts, those moral gifts that God has given to them, and the ones they have learned from their parents, even in school. So now, when we are talking about well-being as well, we are talking about things that you are exposing yourself to. Well, today we know, I was watching something on the internet. They say, gum don't longer sell well in China. And I say, why? They say, because of social media. So everybody is on social media, pressing phone. Initially, they say, especially for the other gender, the girls, they say, initially they are always busy chewing gum, but now the phone has taken the place of the gum. Even the same thing with the boys. Social media, everybody on social media trying to do. I'm not saying that it's wrong to go on social media, but by the time it's taking even almost 95% of your time is wrong. I know some of us, we have this device at home, even if you are not allowed to use it in school, but in one way or the other, you have access to them. Please utilize them positively. If you utilize them positively, it will also mold your mental health rightly. It will mold your mental health positively. It will help you to understand some of those things that are hidden. Especially in our academics today, sometimes those days they will give you material. You want to go and make photocopy of the material, but you are lucky now. Just a touch on the phone, you have what you need. So, one of those ways you can help yourself, help your well-being, is to use those things that are at your disposal positively. I almost say we now because I think I'm among the scouts. So, now, there are 3 things I jotted down quickly that can actually help our mental health, and I will be brief about it. Okay. Now, there are 3 important things I want us to understand today. I put it in my own language actually, but I believe someone will understand it better. I said the 3 UYS. 3 UYS. Before you can have the right mental health, there are 3 UYS you need to know. Number 1, understand yourself. If you don't understand yourself, you see, that is when someone else will come and impose him or herself on you. If you don't understand that I'm a good artist, someone will just come and castigate. If you have done a painting on the wall, say, look at what you have drawn, it's nonsense. They will look down on you, they will ridicule you, and because you don't understand yourself, nowadays I say, if you can't beat them, you join them. That is what you end up doing. Because you want to belong, you now end up, okay, because my friend said I don't know how to play football, because my friend said I cannot speak the right grammar, because my friend said I have bad handwriting, let me mingle with these people that have the right thing, and before you know it, they can offer you the wrong thing. Number 2, the second UIS is understand your source. understand your family. Now, our daddy rightly gave us an instant the other time. He talked about the delinquency among the children. I know it's the two-way, both the parents and the children. Now, but if you understand the kind of family you came out from, you know the way they do things. You know the way your parents have been instructing you to conduct yourself properly whenever you go out, whenever you find yourself among people, how you should conduct yourself. Even in the school, your school will teach you morals, moral value. In our school, you don't do this, you don't bully, you don't fight, you don't think that does not belong to you, and the likes. Those sources where you are coming from, you have to understand what their values are, what they stand for. That is when you not put them to shame. You know, I remember when I was going to school then, my mom would tell me, I don't think some of our parents do say those things today. But I want to tell you as a boy, that should always ring in your mind. I'm carrying my father's name. If you are a girl now, someday somebody will come and marry you and you pick up the person's name. But you are a boy. You are carrying your father's name. You want that name to go far. You want people to say that name, you'll be proud. And, okay, this is the son of. But by the time you do something and they ask you your name, in fact, you'll be ashamed to mention the name because the legacy your parents have actually left is not what you are carrying along. So you have to understand the family where you came from. You have to understand the source. What are the things they are expecting from you? We have some of us here that are the only child of their parents. They'll be looking up to you. Someday, my boy is going to be great. He's going to bring out our family. How many of us know, is it Victor Osimhen? Victor Osimhen, good. Now, the other time I was reading his biography, I was told his mom died when he was just 3 years or something like that, and his father lost his job and the likes. But the boy is doing well now, and he's making his family proud. That he does not see that as a barrier and maybe a stumbling block to his progress. So I want us as a boy child to try to be positive, think positive, and make sure that things that you do are positive. Thirdly, understand your society. And that is where I will be ending today. Ending my lecture for today. When you understand your society, you understand how you cope with them. Now, you know, there are slangs, there are things that are not of right moral value out there. And I know in every human being there is something God has put in us, and that is our conscience. There are things you'll be doing that your conscience will tell you that this thing is wrong. This thing is not right. You'll not even be bold to do it in a public or maybe in the presence of your parents. So by the time you understand your society, who are the people that actually invented some of these actions, some of these arts, some of these slangs? You know, I also went to boys' school, National Grammar School, Enugu State. We are all boys, no girls. And all these things, bullying, courtism, and every other thing, I have started seeing it during my secondary school days. But because I understand the terrain of the school, you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's now left for you to choose one. But I decided to choose to be part of the good. I decided not to spoil my parents' name. I decided to understand where I'm coming from, and I also understand myself that, well, sorry for using that. I say, emi omo Yoruba le mi o, ile Yibo ni mo tin lọ sí school. You know, if anything happens, they will say, omo Yoruba yen no ni. You know, so you have to understand. I understood myself, understood the family I'm coming from, and I understood the terrain of the school. I understand the terrain of the society. So, as a boy child, when you understand your society, you cannot be easily influenced in a bad way. If you understand the wrong things that are going on, say, this one is a celebrity that gets him or herself into trouble. Don't be that kind of celebrity. Celebrity that will be teaching wrong actions in the society. The other one I say is a babu that is staying in the zoo and the likes. You know, I'm among the boys. I have to be playing with you guys. I'm also in town. I know things that are going on. So how can somebody say, you know, in the olden, then, I don't know. Then, even now, if somebody call you an animal, you get angry. But this one is saying, I'm a babu. I live in this and he's even happy to say something. And I see children saying today, I'm a babu. They will sing after. Some of them don't. And I know most of us understand this. But because we want to belong, because we want to say, okay, you want not just see, you want not do this, you want not do that. No. Please, as a boy child, if you want to have the right foundation for yourself, it's still early. You are still, I know that probably in the next 2-3 years now, we'll start voting in Nigeria as well. Now, if you want to lay down the right legacy, if you don't want to be part of those people that be giving some money to go and rig election and the likes and other things, please give yourself the right foundation. Professor was saying, how many of us wants to be a medical doctor? I remember when my wife wanted to gain admission into College of Medicine, I said, why can't you go for dentistry? He said, he said, I don't want to be smelling, I don't want to be perceiving smelling mouth. I said, but that is not the right thing. There is prestige there. Personally, I like it. And she said, no. She now went for biochemistry. But, you see, the reason what I want to bring out there is that, you see, personally, I like medical line. Eventually, I went to arts because of the things that my guidance and counselor saw in me. We used to have guidance and counselor then. That is why, today, if you don't have one in your school, please, go closer to somebody that you know this person have a brighter future. This person advise people right. Use the person as your mentor. It's not until somebody has money and is rich and is well-doing. Before you, some people will advise you rightly. And you can, how many of us have watched Akela and the Bee? I like making references. Akela and the Bee, you can see that coach, people see him as local champion. People don't go to him. But this girl saw something in that girl. Even when the coach is pushing her away, the girl keep going to him. And at the end of the day, this local man made champion. So don't look down on anybody at this person. What can he offer? And let me go and meet that. You go and meet that person that is always busy. Maybe he's a surgeon that is always in the theater operating, and maybe 1 year, 2 years, they have not even seen him. He's always traveling. But that person that is at the next corner that will advise you rightly, you are looking down on him. Don't do that, please. Once you know that this person has a positive mind towards me, towards my society, you know, you have to study people. Some people pretend a lot. What they are doing in world will be different from what they are presenting outside. In scouting, there's what we call observation. Now, if you are a good observant, you see this person and you understand that this person has positive mind towards me, towards my society, towards my family, towards my immediate relatives. That is people that you should go closer to. So please, these are all the things that are made up, that come together to make up your mental well-being, mental health. So if you don't have this, if you are lagging in any of these things, believe me, your mental well-being will not be all right. You see, let me tell you let me give you one instance. If you see somebody that smokes a lot, tell me one thing that is always with them. Huh? I can't. No. No. Handkerchiefs. They are always sweating. They are always sweating. You see them always restless. You see them wiping. I know you say lighter. No. You can even have lighter in your kitchen to match your gas. But you see those people that are really indulge in this act. You see them having, they may not bring it out, but you see them, they are always sweating. They are always restless. They prefer to take that to food. So please, with this, I want to encourage us that it's good and we understand why we are boys. And I want you to also appreciate your teachers for bringing you here, because it's a great opportunity. On this note, I want to say a very big thank you and God bless.
Please, can we appreciate the commissioner for the Boy Scouts or your state chapter? Thank you very much, sir, for the speech. I also like to call quickly, you know, there's still, the Yorubas will say we are bringing the bird from the pocket. So we are still bringing the bird from the pocket. So, but before we go to the, I know all the schools are already agitated, all the schools are prepared. The stage will soon be set for us to display all that we have prepared. But before we go into that, we just want to take the second lecture from our second guest speaker. Please, it's going to be brief, and I know you're going to enjoy this our speaker more. I know you have been impacted in this first lecture. You've picked one or two things, and I'm going to ask you at the end of this whole conference, we're going to ask you what you have learned, because we would like to get feedbacks from you. So I'd like to call on our next speaker in the person of Mr. Olayinka Bamidele.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Boys, good morning. First of all, standing on the already established protocol, I'm not that good with protocol, but it's a good stand to try. The distinguished guest of the high table, the president of ICOMA, and the president of MWAN, and other commissioners on the high table. I would like to appreciate the MWAN for this opportunity for expression. Why did I say that? You know, we boys were kind of limited from expressing ourselves. So this is a platform for expression, especially a boy like me to express myself to fellow boys. And Ma, thank you for inviting Daddy Big Boy. I don't want to say big boy. Permit me, for plagiarism's sake. I don't want to use word for word. So, boys, I would like us to say, Mommy, thank you for inviting Daddy Big Boy. Can you say that? Say it loudly and confidently. Mommy, thank you for inviting Daddy Big Boy. Please clap for yourselves. Because of our time, let me start on this note. Say after me, information is the most brighter thing. Information is the actualization of your destination. If you want to be an eagle, if you want to be an eagle, stop flying with vultures. Do that along with me. If you want to be an eagle, stop flying with vultures. You know, there's a difference between an eagle and a vulture. A typical eagle eats living animals, living things. A vulture feeds on what? Carcass, dead things. So we are here to give you vital information, living information for the future, so that you'll be confident of how you can cope with stressors of life. That is, how you can protect your mental health. You must have heard that boys don't cry. Have you heard that before? That boys don't cry, that you should not cry because you are a boy. Do you agree with that? Thank you for saying no. Do you agree with that? And they say that boys don't have weaknesses. Is that true? All right, we'll clarify that. Okay. Now, I'll be speaking on how we cope with stress. You've heard from the definition the first speaker gave about mental health. He mentioned about stressors of life. Stressors. So I'll be referring to that. So I will be looking at how we cope with the stereotype of which we are often familiar with, or how they've been calling us because we are boys. I'll give you a personal story. It happened to me. Story. Are you motivated? Are you motivated? You say motivated, sir. Are you motivated? Thank you very much. I think someone is sleeping there. Please stop the person so that you don't miss out. Thank you. Clap for him. Okay. All right. Now, can you say after me, I'm a boy child. I'm a boy child. I'm the seed of the man I want to become. I'm the seed of the man I want to become. I appreciate the girl child. I appreciate the girl child. Thank you very much. Okay, personal story. We are 3 in our family, that is siblings. I have an elder sister, me being the second born, and a younger sister. So that means I'm the what? I'm the only male in their midst. So I appreciate the girl child. Why am I'm heading somewhere. My mom and my dad, they were separated for some years. And that happened during my secondary school time. And it was so tough for me because I was wondering where is my life is going to end. While my dad and my mom, they are not what? Together. It spanned for 9 years. That was when I was 11 years old. Are we together? We moved to my maternal grandmom's place. I got to learn some things with the new extended family out of kind of separation between my dad and mom. During that time, I experienced depression, low self-esteem. I'll be looking at children who have fathers and mothers coming to visit them at school. Sometimes, me and my grandmom will be going to church together. My mom, she's not present. My dad, they were not present. It was so tough that sometimes I pee on bed. When we were together, are we together? When my parents and mom were together, I don't pee on bed. But when they were separated, I pee on bed. That happened for about 4 years. It happened to me. Are we together? I just want you to learn. Please, I would like us to add 5 more minutes to the time. It's just I want to give out something and I want you to catch something. So that spanned for about 9 years. I peed on bed. Even when we go for visitation, I pee. For good 4 years. I was depressed, low self-esteem. I wasn't confident of myself. But thank God for my grandmother. Goodness have it that she had to join me to a Royal Ambassador because she was attending Baptist church. So Royal Ambassador is similar to Boy Scouts. So Royal Ambassador in Baptist as at then, I was trained, groomed on special skills, how to marching drum, blow flutes, play tennis, do many things. So my grandmom was very critical to that. So ability to cope in life is very important, because one way or the other, you must have been exposed to some challenges of which you cannot share. But once you come out of it, you'll be able to share it. Are you with me? Are we together? Say, information is the most brighter thing. Information is the actualization of your destination. If you want to be an eagle, stop flying with vultures. So my grandmom associated me with this, so to say, Boy Scout of Baptist Church, which is called Royal Ambassador. They trained us as a king. We have been told that an ambassador is one who represents a king at the court of another king. We have been taught how to help the helpless, how to support others. So I derive joy from helping other people, because after being equipped with such skills, I discovered that it is good to help. So doing that over time, I discovered that my self-confidence, began to, rise. The chairman of this event mentioned something, that a stitch in time saves 9. He also said that you are worth more than gold, that boys are not what? Are not worthless. Being a boy is not a defect. It's something we should what? Appreciate. Do you know that it was difficult for me to hug my father whenever he comes visiting as a den? It was difficult for me to relate with him easily, because I've found another association. And it was difficult because I could see how my grandmom and my mom, how they were trying to pay my tuition fee. Now you could see how those factors could contribute to mental health. Now for boys, being in the adolescent age group, you observe that you are in the age group of what? 10 to what? To 19. Are you above 20 here? Is anyone above 20? If you're above 20, raise up your hand. So this is a formative year. A stitch in time saves 9. In that, it is a time of physical changes, emotional changes, and what? Social changes. Now, these changes, if other external factors, if they are not well built, it will affect your mental state. It will affect how you relate with people. After being taught with special skills in Royal Ambassador, do you know that I had the opportunity to mingle with peer friends, peer pressure, like guys who smoke hard drugs as friends. And I was able to cope in their midst. In fact, I was the smallest in class. You could see how my stature is. I'm 35 years old. As at then, I was the what? The smallest in class. With those boys, I was able to climb decks if anybody threatened to harm me. So over time, my confidence began to grow. And I got hold of it, that this is something good. Now, in Royal Ambassador, we are being exposed to memory verses and the rest, competitions, standing in front of people to talk, you remove your sandal, we gather everything here, we pick one, yes, I want to challenge this, who owns this shoe, I want to challenge him, things like that. So whenever we go for camping, it was at camp I learned how to hold my pee. Like, I don't pee any longer on bed. Because at the camp, we are all mixed, both male and female, but we are kind of, separated in that manner. So I was so conscious that, no, I don't have to disgrace myself. Let me hold this pee. Sometimes I will not sleep overnight, like, no, this pee, you will not disgrace me. You disgrace yourself. Two more minutes. How to cope with stress of life. Number one, your self-esteem is very important. What you feel about yourself, how you feel about yourself. Don't look down on yourself, and don't allow anybody to look down on you. Be expressive. If anything is hurting you, ensure that you express yourself so that you don't hurt yourself the more. Don't bottle up emotions. Speak out for help. Speak out for what? For help. Call for help. You should have someone who should understand how you feel, that can reason with you. Try to find someone that you can express yourself. If it's your dad and mom, open up to them. Reason with them. If it's your teacher, open up to them. Reason also with what? With them. I have few words before closing. And all right. Say, I am here for equality. I'm not here for a blame game. Say, I am full of energy. I am inquisitive, not destructive. I deserve attention and care. I deserve attention and care. So, if you must live here with something, ensure that you live here with self-expression. In any language you can express yourself, ensure you express yourself well. If you see that you are communicating and they don't understand you, you have a particular language of which the person you are speaking to can understand. Open up yourself and what? Express yourself. If it's with Yoruba, open up yourself and what? And express yourself. So keep the motivation on. Keep the light burning. And keep increasing in knowledge. Thank you very much.
So keep the motivation on, keep the light on, and keep increasing in what? Were we sleeping? Are you sure? Girls are not like this, so. The vibes is always on, the energy is always in the air. All right, so. Anybody that gets my questions, go home with something. See, I have plenty of it. So if you can answer my question here. Okay, let's do something. Everybody stand up. You've been sitting down now, so stand up. Stretch. 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 So we're going to do something quickly. So the row, if anybody in your row misses it, you're out of the game. So that means tell your people not to fall your hand. Hands up, down. They are not ready. Rosebud. Hands up, down, sideways, down, up. If you are not doing it, you are wrong. So hands up, down, sit down, stand up, sit down, sit down. You are out, you are out. So that's what we're going to do. So that means if your row misses it, if somebody is standing when the person is supposed to sit in, you are out of the game. Is that okay? Are we good? All right, so everybody at alert. Stand up. I'm the commissioner for commanding this afternoon. I'm not the commissioner for Boy Scouts, but for commanding. The commanding officer. Are we ready? So I want to see the school that will first get out of the game. So if you defend your school. All right, are we ready? Hands up, down, up, up. Sit down, sit down. Thank you, everybody. Which school is this? Pathfinder, please, can you have your seat? Please appreciate them. Yes, yes. All right, so we have 3 in the game. Oh yeah, let's go. Hands up. Down. Sit down. Thank you. Child's play is out, so I have to go. All right. Heads up. Down. Hands up. Down. Sideways. Heads up. Hands up. Hands down. Sideways. Hands down. Heads up. Leg up. If you put it down, you're out. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Leg up. Your leg was up while everything was down. So sit down. Thank you. So the winner of this is the winner of this session is, how many are we? All right. So who gets my question? Who is the Minister of Health? Hey, I want to know how vast you people are. Who is the Minister of? I'm a medical doctor, and you have come to my territory. Okay, let me help you. Who is the Minister of Sports? Hey, they know that one, oh. Jesus. Say it. Come on, give me a round of applause. You can have this. Hello, sir. Come on. For you. For you. Can you catch it? Should I throw it? Because it's sport, oh. All right, so I'm going to do one more. Before we go, okay, let me do 2 more. Okay, who is the Dean of the Faculty of Dentistry? What is it? Daddy Big Boy. Hey, give me bye. Daddy Big Boy. My own Dino. Come on, give him a round of applause. You made me proud. You made me proud. Thank you. It's my territory. Thank you. You can have this. Come. It's for you. Special on behalf of me and myself and the medical women. All right. Okay, let me do one more. One more. One more. You people, don't fall my hand, do. Can you name 3 Nigerians that got Grammy Award? Oh, shit, baddest! Oh, yeah, now. Oh, yeah, wait. Come on now. Oh, yeah, we'll share it. We will share it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, if you miss it, it is 3. If you miss it, I'll not give you anything. Oh, yeah. You are sure of yourself. Don't come and show yourself. Be sure of yourself. Is that okay? Be sure of yourself. If you are not sure, just put the hand back in the pocket. But if you are sure of yourself, raise it up. I can give all of you if you know it. But I don't know you, just share it in pieces. At least somebody will take the ruler, somebody the divider, somebody. All right. Oh, go. Ooh. And if you now know it, you will now to collect, because we now have plenty competitors. You must answer this question to join. So, and the question. So, as you have known the theory and you're happy, you must know the answer to this one. When did the capital of Nigeria move from Lagos to Abuja? So you must answer the 2 together. My brother, you are bold. You come. You will tell me. I will not be sure whether you know it. You will not say it out. Oh, come outside. You will answer the first one. Come out. It's me that you are doing. I'm the one you are telling the answer. I'm the judge this time around. Before we call the panels of judges. You must answer the first one. I asked you, did you answer? You don't raise up your hand. Going, gone. That one has gone.
This kid, Thames and Burna Boy.
O'Shea.
And next one, 1991.
Ah.
No, yes, 1991.
Are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you thinking about it?
No, ma'am.
You are thinking about it?
No,
Oh, yeah, come and answer your. Stay, oh.
Burna Boy. Thames.
You are thinking about, okay. The second one.
1950s.
You are wrong. Go and sit down. Thank you. Oh, yeah. The first one, oh, yeah.
And the last one, 1991.
O'Shea, baddest. All right, wait. The 2 of them got the answer. So, play your answer to the panel of judges. The first.
Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Thames. And then the second question, 1991.
They got it. So, on behalf of MWAN, me, and myself that asked you the question, I present this to you. So, all of you that did not know Minister of Health, that remember that some people are getting Grammy. That is why they were asking you, would you want to be a medical doctor? I know, well, it's all right. The Lord will help us, all of us. All of us. All right, so I think it's time to move to the next item on the program, and I believe the table is set. So I'm going to be inviting upstage our panel, to the front, our panel of judges. Please, can we welcome all our panels of judges to the front row. All our panels, please, can we make them welcome? They've been in the audience. They've been watching us. They have the scripts. They're going to mark us. They're going to be marking our scripts very soon. So I believe you're ready. And be ready to support your own. Don't deny them, oh. All right. Please, can we celebrate our panel of judges this afternoon? Thank you for coming. Thank you for waiting. So I'm going to be calling on the representative for each school. And you're going to be moving to this role. So the representative of Rosebud Schools, please can you step forward? Can you appreciate them for the debate, for the inter-school debate? Please can you step forward? Thank you. The representative of those representing Pathfinder, am I right? Please can you step forward? Are they here? Pathfinder, please can you step forward? Can you move forward? Now, the way it's going to be is, I would like the lead speaker to sit, all the lead speakers will sit on this row, and the co-speakers will sit on the second row. So the co-speakers, I would like you to sit on the second row. So representative from UCH Staff School, please, can you come forward?
Okay, yeah. One. Okay. Staff school, one of each.
Staff School, the lead speaker, the main speaker, please come forward. Come here. And the co-speaker, please, to the back, to the second row. The schools are not complete, so. Also, all souls, yes. Please come forward. The lead speaker, please come forward. And the co-speaker, please.
Chairman of the panel, I want to do a short introduction before we start.
Yes.
So it's two people that will actually speak. In case we need the tiebreaker, I'm going to want to do it.
Okay.
Do you get it? No, we have two. I think we have two. We have two main speakers.
So I would like to invite the chairman of the panel to give a brief introduction on how this session will go. Thank you, Ma. Can we welcome Dr. George, Olani George.
Good afternoon, members of the high table, and good afternoon, special boys. I would like to introduce the panel of judges first. On my extreme left, I have Dr. Kofoworola Adeniro. She's a consultant pediatrician, and she works at the Institute of Child Health, UCH. Just beside her, to her immediate left, is Dr. Abiyeyua Fagbo. She's also a consultant pediatrician at the Division of Adolescent Pediatrics, UCH. Dr. Chisom Fajimi is of the Ring Road Specialist Hospital, and she's the treasurer of Oyo MWAN. And my name has already been mentioned. I'm Foluke Olani George. Now, the topic we have before us today is men should participate fully in household chores and childcare at home. I'm sure our speakers are well aware of the topic, and it's going to be an interesting one, I'm sure. So we have 4 schools. UCH and Pathfinders College are going to be speaking in favor of the motion, while we have All Souls and Rosebud speaking against. Each speaker will speak for a maximum of 5 minutes. We're going to have a timekeeper who will let you know when your time is up. I think there'll probably be a warning somewhere about 4 minutes, and then finally at 5 minutes, we'll let you know when your time is fully up. And please be informed that there will be penalties deducted for not keeping to time. There are a few things that the scoring will be based on, as is typical with debates. We will want to look at how you look, your appearance, your composure, the quality of your argument, the content, how you handle the language. You understand? So all those will be summed up, and then we hope to have. I'm sure you came with your A game, so bring it on.
Pathfinder. Okay, the Pathfinder, the lead of Pathfinder, please come out. Please, you have 5 minutes.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, my chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and my fellow boys. I am Ikweida Adrasheglo from Pathfinder College, IBADAN, and I'm here in support of the motion that states that men should be involved in childcare and house chores in the home. What is childcare? Childcare refers to taking care of children in the home or outside the home, while house chores refers to tasks that are done in the house regularly, like washing, cleaning, etc. Research has that 70% of women engage themselves in, that 78% of women engage themselves in house chores, while just 32% of men engage themselves in house chores in their house. And this should not be so. It should not be so. Permit me to pose a question at this point. Where is it written that men should not engage themselves in house chores in the house? Where? How that mentality came about, I don't understand. Boys should partake in house chores in the house because it helps them to build their skill and they have a sense of responsibility. They are young now, they won't be young forever. They stay in the roof of their parents. They stay under the roof of their parents now. They will not be under the roof of their parents in the future. Whatever they learn at home, like domestic works, is what they will replicate when they are alone, when they are outside there in the world. Not doing house chores does not make you more of a man. Instead, it shows your laziness and irresponsibility. You don't want to grow up, maybe you're in the higher institution and then you spend all your pocket money 3 times a day in the restaurants, or you have to call a laundryman or woman to help you with your clothes rather than spend your money on other things. It doesn't make sense. Research has it that most of the miserable marriages one of the reasons why miserable marriages occur is because of lack of structure in the house chores. The father is not there to help the mother in the house, and then she's fed up because she's the one doing the work in the whole house. She's fed up, she's tired, she's stressed up, she's frustrated. Then divorce becomes an option. Pew Research Center has it that one of the top three keys to a successful marriage is when there's a structure for your house chores. You can divide the works among your children, your husband. The husband should be there for you. It is important that a man partakes and assists his wife in the house chores because it will make an happy marriage. It's not fair for all the work and all the burden to go to the woman. It's not fair because she can come down with illnesses due to stress. But when the man is there, he assists her, they do it together, so they don't really feel the burden of the pressure. A research shows it that, according to contemporaryfamily.org, they carried out a research among women, and the task they they did was on dishwashing. And women said that they are more happier when their husband assists them in dishwashing than when they do it by themselves. The dad has to be at home for the children to take care of them. If it's not there for them, the children might become wayward or notorious. It is said that when fathers are there for their children, when fathers are involved with their children, they have a sense of protection, a sense of belonging, they have confidence in whatever they are doing. In the area of finance, it was in the olden days that the father is the one that brings income alone to the home, while the mother spends time in the kitchen doing domestic works. Now, the father's salary might not be enough to take care of the whole family. The mother has to work along with the father and bring in a considerable amount into the house, so it would be enough to take care of the whole family. And to achieve this, the mother cannot be at home doing all the work. It is not possible. She and the husband have to balance it. They take care of the home, and then they still do their jobs.
You have about 1 minute more.
I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you that men should be involved in childcare and house chores at home. Thank you very much.
Please, you can have your seat. Thank you very much. UCA Staff School, it's your turn.
A study by the University of Georgia shows that men who involve themselves in household chores and childcare are generally happier and more satisfied with their lives and have better relationships with their children and their parents and their partners. The chairman, panel of judges, timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good day. My name is Elemde Samuel, and I'm a student of the University College Hospital, IBADAN, and I'm here honored to be participating in this debate to support the topic, men should be fully involved in household chores and childhood care at home. Firstly, I believe that men should be fully involved in household chores and childhood care, as sharing these responsibilities with their partners gives them a closer relationship, and it is easier for them to do things together. It can be seen as they both have a closer rapport, and the men do things not just alone, but they have the support of their wives, and their wives also have the support of their husband. In the olden days, it is seen that women, they were taken to be responsible for childcare and household chores alone, while the men were said to go out to look for food, for money for their household. However, this thinking is outdated and should not be so, because bringing in one source of income from just the man's side is absurd, because the wife could easily do more, and if the case may be, the wife could get more money than the husband. Secondly, the case of gender inequality and forgetting about traditional roles of gender. The men don't have to do all the working outside of the home. As a man, I can stay in my house and take care of, if I'm a married man, I take care of my children and my partner, while my partner goes out to get the money. Men in the society of the olden days, they usually had some sort of force on their wife to get their respect. But nowadays, men get their respect naturally as the husband. If I'm working with my wife and we're working together, we're going to have a closer rapport, and she's going to love me as we are doing things together as one family. Men should not only involve themselves in household chores and childcare, but they should also work with women organizations like the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria to organize programs like this to make the betterment of the society. Thank you all for listening.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, the next school to come to the podium is the Rosebud. So the lead of Rosebud. Please give him a hand of applause.
In Nigeria, there are certain beliefs about the role of a man in regards to building up a child. Besides, we basically know a man has to be the breadwinner of the family. He nurtures and takes part in majorly the income and the funds of the family, while the women naturally nurture and take care of the home and children. Firstly, I would like to say to greet the panel of judges, the chairman, accurate timekeeper, my fellow co-debaters, and all the students present here. My name is Aiton Daniel from Rosebud College. I'm here to oppose the notion which states that men should take part in childcare and housework. Although it has been seen nowadays that men are meant to do the work in the house, it doesn't matter because men are already having much responsibilities of their own to carry out. Besides, men have strong, competitive, and bold, strong spirits that make them have a high stand in the society, causing men to be more valued than most women. So, the men are more likely to leave due to the responsibilities that the men have. The men are likely to leave those families that they own, and because of that responsibility, they might not have valuable time for their children. It seems that women are getting tired of this work, taking care of the child, nurturing, the man is not doing anything. It seems that they don't even care about their children, but no. We have single mothers here that alone can nurture their child, and the child can be better than what a full man and a woman can do. I think that the influence of a mother is more on the child than when a man comes in, because a man has greater time to his work to provide for that family rather than to look at the child. My friends might say that, okay, what if there is no father figure for the child? What will he do? It may lead to emotional imbalance, not having proper support, no help, no advice for the child in any situation he gets in. But like I said, single mothers can also advise the child. They can also present themselves as a father and a mother figure to the child. That is why it is advisable for men not to really abstain from their role that they're doing. Because even though a man is bold and tough and the woman is nurturing and caring, it doesn't seem like the child will really get more value from the man than the woman. Let me just ask you a question. Can you talk to your dad about, okay, you like someone, who will you really go first to? It's actually your mom that you go first to. So a mom is this type of person, like your caretaker, like your friend. You can't really go to your dad and say, okay, daddy, I love someone, or I like someone, I want to do something, or like, I want to partake in this, and there's this fear that you see when you just see your father walking on that desk and you go to him and say, Dad, I want to tell you something. There's a fear. But if it's your mom, maybe she's in the kitchen or doing something, you can just go to her, you can ask her for anything, and she's free with you. That is, lastly, I just want to say that men are stuck between roles as a father, as a brother, as a husband, as an uncle, and as a post in his office that makes him not have valuable time for his kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosebud. Well, at the end of the last person coming up, I will give a brief recap of the main points. I think they no need. Okay. So, ALSOs, representative of ALSO. You have 5.
Good day, Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow students. My name is Eniola Jide Oluwadarasimi. The motion before us this afternoon is men should be fully involved in childcare and house chores at home. I stand before you to oppose this motion. What are household chores? Household chores refer to tasks such as cooking, cleaning, and laundry, while childcare refers to the care and upbringing of children. There are many reasons why men should not be fully involved in childcare and house chores, and some of these are natural differences and abilities, time and energy constraints, personal preferences, cultural consideration, to mention but a few. Firstly, it is important to recognize that men and women have different natural inclinations and abilities. Women are often better at multitasking and have more knowledge on child development. This means that they are better equipped to handle the demands of household chores and childcare. It is not fair then to expect men to be as skilled as the women in these areas, as it is not their natural abilities or natural strengths. Secondly, many men are the primary breadwinners in their families and may not have the time or energy to fully participate in household chores and childcare. In many cases, men work long hours and face significant stress in their professional lives. It is therefore not possible to expect them to take on full share of household responsibilities. Thirdly, it is important to acknowledge that some men simply do not enjoy or feel comfortable with household chores and childcare. While it is important for men to be involved in family life, it is not necessary for them to be fully involved in every aspect of it. Men should be able to choose the areas of family life with which they want to be involved without feeling guilty or stigmatized for not being fully involved in every task. Lastly, it is important to recognize and respect the cultural differences that exist in different societies around the world. In many cultures, household chores and childcare are traditionally seen as women's responsibilities. It is not fair to impose Western ideals on societies that have their own unique values and traditions. My fellow opposers have raised a valid point that sharing household responsibilities can lead to greater gender equality and improved relationships between partners. While this may be true, it is important to recognize that gender equality does not necessarily mean that men and women must have equal responsibilities in every area of family life. It is possible to achieve gender equality through other means, such as promoting equal access to education and job opportunities for women. Another argument in support of the motion, as raised by my opposers, is that men who are involved in household chores and childcare are better role models for their children. This may be true to some extent, but it is important to recognize that being a good role model does not necessarily mean requirement to be fully involved in every aspect of childcare or in household chores. Men can still be good role models by demonstrating respect and support for their wives, promoting positive values, and engaging in other activities with their children. Ladies and gentlemen, with these multiple reasons, such as natural differences and abilities, time and energy constraints, personal preference, and cultural consideration, it is quite obvious that men need not participate fully in childcare and house chores in the home. With these few points I have raised, I have no doubt that you all have been convinced that men should not be fully involved in childcare and house chores at home. Thank you.
Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah. We'll quickly move to the second speakers for each of the school so that we can finish on time. Pathfinder. Please give him a round of applause.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, my accurate timekeeper.
Sorry, please, you have 3 minutes.
My co-debaters and my fellow boys. My name is Olaguju Daniel, and I'm from Pathfinder College, and I'm here to support the motion which says men should be fully involved in house chores and childcare at home. Standing on the existing protocol. Men should be involved in house chores and childcare so they could support their wives. It helps in easing the stress of their wives. For some women, they see it as a burden because they wash the plates, they wash the clothes, they do all the house chores, they take care of the child. If the men are considerate and help and involved fully, it will ease the wife a little of their stress. It helps to foster love and unity in the family. When a man and a woman are together involved in the house chore and childcare, they become closer. They have unity because they know that they can't fail each other. This is supporting, the man is supporting the woman is supporting the man. They feel confidence in each other. It also helps as a way of encouraging the wife, because the wife will feel, since my husband is with me, I'm not alone, we can share this burden with each other. In the aspect of childcare, when a father is fully involved in childcare, it creates a bond between him and his child. In most cases nowadays, if I have a problem, I don't go to my father, I go to my mother, because there's no such bond between us. But if the man is fully involved in childcare, he and the child will have a bond with each other. There will be a bond between them, which will make them have an insight of each other, which will make them close to each other. In case anything happens, he may feel close to the father to help him solve the problem. In Cora freedom, part of the Cora rules, it says gender equality, you have the same rights. The woman has the right to do what the man can do. It can also say the man has the right to do what the woman can do. The man can't just base on finding jobs, providing for the family. The woman can also share in that, and it can also help in the house chores and in childcare. Furthermore, it also helps in inculcating discipline, morals, and values into the children. The male gender are known as the strict type, the more disciplined type. If the men are around to take care of the children, they will help instill some acts, some values into the children who will help them.
Time up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you. Then you see a staff school. The next speaker.
Good day, the amiable chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, Mako debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olamide Adekoya, and I'm standing here before you to vehemently support the motion that men should be fully involved in childcare and household chores. In today's world, it is very common to see men do most of the work in childcare and household chores. Unfortunately, that has brought about a large portion of people who believe that the responsibility should be solely on women. Therefore, I'm going to state some reasons why it shouldn't be so. In this day and age, everyone should have equal opportunities and rights, regardless of their gender. Therefore, men should be equally involved in childcare and household chores, as it helps to improve gender equality and make the world a better place. Moreover, men who involve themselves in childcare and household chores tend to reduce the stress level of both partners and develop a strong bond with the children. It is vital for fathers to be a regular presence and act as a father figure to their children and make their children develop into well-rounded individuals. Lastly, it sets a positive example for the children by showing them that one's gender does not determine one's responsibility. In conclusion, men involving themselves in childcare and household chores improves gender equality, develops a strong bond with their children, and sets a good example for future generations. So, as we are celebrating the International Day of the Boy Child, I would like to use this medium to encourage and advise boys here to indulge themselves in childcare and household chores. I think it is time for the society to realize that each gender and both gender have equal responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you for keeping to time. So I'll move to Rosebud, the second speaker for Rosebud. Please give him a round of applause.
Society is getting to a point whereby there's a raising question of whether the masculine gender, which are the men, should be involved in childcare and house chores. The answer to that is a no. Good day, my panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters. I'm here to oppose the motion which states that men should be fully involved in household chores and childcare. Men are generally the decision makers of the home. Helping out with things like household chores and childcare could influence the way the brain will think, which could lead to poor decision making, and that could have disastrous consequences. When it comes to the issue of childcare, women are generally known to be closer to their children, which means like the children also tend to open up more to their mothers than their fathers. And if a child doesn't open up due to the fact that he can't open up to his father, or because the father is the only person that's available to him at that moment in time, it could cause catastrophic mental damages to the child. And lastly, to take care of a child, one needs patience. One needs patience and be able to. One needs patience. And due to testosterone levels in men, men tend to be more aggressive, and this could lead to rough handling of children, and also poor execution of household chores. In all, I hope I've been able to influence your mindset positively on this topic. Thank you.
Rosebud for keeping to time. So now to the last speaker for households. Please kindly come.
All protocols duly reserved. My name is Durowai Michael, and I'm here to speak opposing the motion that men should fully be involved in household chores and childcare. Let me start by asking you all a question. Why is it that children feel more open to approach their mothers than their fathers? This is because women are known for their motherly care and tenderness towards children, which have for long impacted children's emotional and mental stability positively. Men are of strict and stiff nature, and such behavior may negatively change the child's courage or self-esteem. It is therefore more better for their mental and emotional well-being for women to be the ones to be involved in childcare activities, so as to strengthen their mental self. Secondly, I like to say that everybody in the family has roles, which helps for the better functioning of the family. I agree that men should help in household chores, but they should not be fully imposed with the burden of doing all of it. They are already the breadwinners, and them doing the household chores will be too much work for them. If men are to switch over to the women's roles and women are to switch to the men's roles, it will slowly lead to cracks inside the family, and therefore cause possibly the destabilization of the entire family. I hope with all these points I've given to us today, I'm able to convince you without a doubt that men should not fully be involved in childcare and household activities.
Please, can we give all of them a round of applause? They've all done well. Just for me to quickly recap, for those speaking for, they mentioned the fact that they are not in support of the headache that women are supposed to stay at home, and that when the men are involved in household chores and childcare, they give support to their wives, and it eases the stress of the wife. Also increase bonding between the father and the children, and it inculcates discipline because the children have more fear for their father, and so they obey him better. It brings love between couple and rapport. And now that there's this saying that there should be equal opportunity for both gender, so that means that men should also be involved in the household chores. So those that spoke against it, they were like, men have more responsibility because they are breadwinner, and so they shouldn't get involved in home chores. They should rather be preoccupied with how they are going to cater for the home. And also that their children are closer to their mothers, so they are more open. So having the men being involved is not going to make any difference. Rather, it will make the children to be afraid to speak out. And also the fact that men are decision makers. When they get involved in all those household chores and childcare, they may not make good decisions. Also, the natural differences that exist between a man and a woman supports the fact that men shouldn't get involved in household chores fully or childcare. And also, they talked about cultural consideration, and that being a role model, they don't necessarily have to stay at home to be a role model for their children. I think I was able to kind of summarize most of the point that was made. Thank you very much. So we await the judges to speak. Thank you. Okay, so our judges are still very busy, you know. That means that you guys have really, really done very well. So they are having a little bit of hard time making up their mind who did best. So just know that you've done well. So whoever came out victorious just means you did better. Okay? So I will not speak for or against. Because if I start speaking, I'm sure that I'll be biased as a woman. But we do get all your points that you've raised, and we should move with the tide. Things are changing. Women are getting more responsibilities, are becoming breadwinners too. They are also getting involved in tech. So men should be more considerate. I think that's what I'm going to say. In whatever way you can assist, please do. As we are going to become fathers, husband, let's be sensitive to our surroundings. Let's be sensitive to our women. And then the fact that we have female children, and we wouldn't want them to go through a hard time. So you lead by example by showing your boy child in the home how you care for the females. So when you do that, it will bring up a better society. Well done once again. Okay. Is there anybody in the crowd that wants to say one or two things? You can just freestyle. anything about this topic. It's not part of what they are going to score you on. Just anything. Please come out. Thank you. Clap for him.
Good afternoon. My name is Asbasham, and concerning this topic, I just wanted to say that if boys participate or if they involve in this activity, as when they learn these skills in their adult life, when they grow up, they learn to handle situations perfectly. They learn to take care of themselves. They learn to take care of their family. They learn to take care of their families, and they also learn to deal with other situations such as failure, delayed gratification, and some other stuff. Thank you.
Our judge is ready. Okay, any other person? Please come. Clap for him.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Folaimi Abdusalam, and today I'll be talking about what my fellow colleagues have said earlier. Well, about the topic which says men should partake in childcare and household chores. Well, I think it is about the family. It's about however the family goes. If the family goes this way, that the father has to go out and come back home to provide for his family, and the woman has to focus on the house chores. And I think the boy child should also help focus on his mom, and since she is at home and he might also be at home with her, so he should probably help her with her house chores, and also probably the girl child. And I think if the man is around to take care of the house chores and the woman has to go out to take care of the catering and stuff she has to bring home for the family, then they should do it the way they want. They should do it the right way, and then they should make sure that it doesn't affect their family in any way. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. I like these congregations, though. They are so engaging. Well done, guys.
Good afternoon, listeners. I just wanted to say, concerning this matter, I personally think that men should be personally involved and fully involved in the care of their child and their home, because it will make the bond between them, their home, their partner, and their children to be stronger. And the bond between a parent and a child is something that is invaluable. And I think that if you have the opportunity, that you shouldn't miss it, because you think you have to bear the responsibility to get money. So I think you should take that time to spend with your children and your home, instead of focusing and bearing too much weight on your shoulders. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Idam Joshua. I would like to say that the boys shouldn't really be involved in household chores and child caring, because boys have a lot of things to do, and since the males find it harder to do female chores, like studies have shown that females find it hard to do male chores because it takes a lot of strength, and boys find it easier to do like male jobs like cutting of grass or something like that, because it helps them exercise their strength. But since both of them find it hard to do, since the boys find it hard to do the girls' chores and the girls find it hard to do the male chores, I feel that they should just stick to their jobs without interference. There should be division of labor in the home, because when the male child is like doing, like it's not like the boys are not doing anything, but like, so I just feel like both of them should just stick to their jobs without any interference. Thank you.
Good afternoon, women, mothers, and sons. What I would really want to talk about is, I heard someone talking about something like the children might not really like the father more than, they might like the mom more than the father. But there are in some families there where the father is less strict than the mother. So in that case, I think the child will prefer the father more than the mother. That's really all I want to say, actually.
So we want the people on the high table to say one or two things as we got this topic. Okay.
Well, I think the last speaker said it all. But the reality is that house choice, nobody can finish it. Nobody can finish. When we come to house choice, sincerely speaking, I help my wife to wash clothes, I wash dishes and things. So boys, to me, I want to support the motion that men should also assist their wife to do that. Because, you see, the truth is that if you have a wife and you want her to remain beautiful for a very long time, help her at home. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You know that he's talking for we women, so we'll be happy to hear all these things he has said. Ma, Puff, I love you to say.
Hello. Hello. My grandsons, I want you to listen, okay? When I was growing up, my mother was a full housewife. She was well educated. She went to Queen's College, Lagos. But at that time, we don't have what we have today, which is equal opportunity for boys and girls. So there were division of labor for girls and for boys. Fortunately, at that time, the boys were given more liberty than the girls. They were allowed to ride bicycles. I never knew how to ride bicycle because I never had the time to do it. And they were also allowed to go and play football. But boys, the world has changed. Okay? The world has changed. There is equal opportunity, and also there is a high competition for you boys. Okay? So you must live up to the responsibility. As the Bible says, the man is the head of the home. Whether you are sharing responsibility or not, equally or unequally, you are the head of the family. You hold the responsibility of the household choruses, that is making sure that everything in the house runs well. If your wife is not able to cope, you must be able to provide help in the home to assist your wife. If you have to be at a director's meeting or whatever high position you find yourself, you must be compassionate, you must be kind, and you must be caring. This is not very typical of our boys. You must learn to be caring. You must learn to look back, all right, and be compassionate with your wife. She has a lot to do, and in bringing up children, there is nothing wrong in you learning how to change diapers. And I am advising you, as you go away from here, whenever you're on holiday or you're at home, if you're a day student, make sure you're always around your mommy in the kitchen. You learn a lot. You are going to be a bachelor before you become married. All right? So you are going to do a lot of things for yourself. And that is going to make you a man, a responsible man. Responsible to yourself first, and then responsible to your home, and responsible to your society. So boys, the world is changing. You must buck up, all right? Don't let the women leave you behind. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ma, for those words of encouragement. Are the judges ready now? The judges are ready.
Members of the high table, our special boys and other guests. Let me put this behind here. We're sorry we took a little bit of time. We wanted to be very accurate so that we will not have an Oribebe situation, you know, in the house. Right, so we had the criteria again for judging. Let me go through it. Appearance, content and your points, the structure of the presentation, engagement with the audience, spoken English, and stage management. Those were the criteria that the judges assessed each of the speakers on. And I would like to say, first of all, that we were very impressed. A big well done to all. And I would appeal to everybody to please give them a round of applause. You know, to stand in front of an audience and speak your truth is not an easy thing to do. So I celebrate each and every one of you. Now, I will go in order of, first of all, I would like to say the best speaker for the debate. I would like to announce that the best speaker for the debate had a total of 137 points. Out of a possible, 137 points. And that was the second speaker representing University College Hospital Staff School. So, in total, Pathfinder College, both speakers had 238 points. All Souls had 250 points. Rosebud had 256 points. And UCH had 263 points, making them the winner of the competition. Thank you.
Oh my God. Wow. So congratulations to UCH staff. Can we appreciate them? Yay! I'm the winner. All right, so now we're gradually winding down to the end of this program. And so it's time to give the awards to recognize those who have earned their skills and those who have represented their schools so well. In the morning we had indoor games, and I believe you guys all had fun with the indoor games. And in the afternoon we just finished the inter-school debate competition. And I know with these few points of mine, we all know the winner at the moment. Please, can you appreciate me? You know, I used to tell my children, when one is saying I'm the winner, when they finish eating, and I tell them, in our house, everybody is a winner. It's just that time and chance happens to them all. So, we can only have one winner at every occasion. So, we'd like to celebrate every one of you, everybody. All of you have done so well. The arguments were very daunting. The way you presented your points were very engaging. But we can only have one winner. Please, can you celebrate yourself, celebrate your school, celebrate your teachers for guiding, for mentoring you for this occasion. So I'd like to call on the National President of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria to please step forward. As we present the plaques to our guest speakers, I'd like to call on Ambassador Oyewumi Adebisi to be presented with his plaque. Yeah.
Boys, we thank God for this day. On behalf of medical women and all the boys here, the panel of judges, our seniors, our invited guests, we'd like to congratulate Mr. Adebisi Oyeyemi. This plaque is being presented to you in recognition of your immense contribution as guest speaker at the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria's celebration of International Boys' Day. The theme, Boys and Mental Health. Today, 16th of May, 2023. Hearty congratulations from MWAN.
I'd like to call on Mr. Olayinka Bamidele as he's been presented with his plaque.
Mr. Olayinka S. Bamidele, it is a pleasure meeting you. We appreciate you, the boys, the medical women, our guests here. We appreciate you particularly sharing your life experience, which is a guide to many of us. On behalf of medical women, this plaque is presented to you in recognition of your immense contribution as the guest speaker during the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria celebration of International Boys' Day, today, 16th of May, 2023.
Thank you very much, our national president. So, at the beginning of this program, we had some indoor games, and some of the boys did well. They showed that they were boys to men. All right. So, for the Ludo game, I'll be calling from the rear to the first. So, the first runner-up for the Ludo game is from Pathfinder Group of Schools. We have Richard Fadeji. Please, can you come forward? I would like to call on our mommy, Professor Legwe, to please do the honors and present them with their gifts. Richard, so you go there. So the second runner-up from UCH Staff School, Ayo Fakoyede. Double honors, okay? And the first from All Souls Schools, Okpara Patrick. Very calculative, just eliminated everybody. All right, to the king of the games, chess. The second runner-up from Pathfinder College, Daniel Aguro. Oh, sorry, All Souls High School, Daniel Agoro. The second runner-up, the first runner-up rather, goes to Anifowoshe Damilare from Pathfinder College. And the fourth from UCH Staff School, Okeaya Gabriel. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, to present the next gift to the third category of gifts, for those who played the Scrabble game, those who are very vast. I don't know whether I understand English, but they know the English words. Yeah. I'm not sure, but they can formulate, fabulate, parabolate, mix English word. They can fabricate. They are not fabricating. All right. Hey, mommy, there are different English that are coming out now. They can fabricate. Oh, these days, this age, they can fabricate. Words are being fabricated daily. Thank you. So, it is a fabricated word originating from Nigeria. Proudly Nigerian to the world. You see? All right, I'd like to call on the representative of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria, President, in the person of Dr. Olabisi Osege, to please present the next gift. The second runner-up for the Scrabble game from Pathfinder College is Adebola Adenikore. Please be writing your name very well, though. I'll be murdering it. Thank you. All right, the first runner-up from University College Hospital Star School, Shegun Piton. And the first from All Souls College, Duro Waye Michael. Stand up. In my school where I finished, they will call him Iwe. So thank you to all our debaters for participating, for preparing, for all the efforts put into it. So I would like you to step out one after the other as you collect your gift from the representative of the president of the Medical Women Association Oyo State Chapter. Please, from Rosebud, please can you step forward, both of you? Followed by All Souls College. Both of you, just go. Next, followed by All Souls, and then we have Pathfinder College, and then UCH Staff School. Thank you for preparing, thank you for participating, and thank you for delivering. Please appreciate them now. It's not easy to come and stand in front of people and be gesticulating and be defending yourself for something you don't even know anything about, especially those who were opposing. They said you'll be opposing yourself. It's not easy. Appreciate them now. You did not debate. Clap. It's simple. Clap. Please clap for them. All right. Now we have come to the very peak of this event. And we're going to be presenting the trophies to the winners of the inter-school debate competition. I would like to invite the representative of the president, Medical Women Association, Oyo State Chapter, to present the trophy to the second runner-up of today's inter-school debate competition. So I call on the representatives from All Souls College to please step forward. Please, ma'am. Yes. Yes, the two of them. So, just plant her. Congratulations. Okay. So I would like to call our mommy Professor Elegbe as she presents the trophy to the first runner-up for the MWAN National School Debate in celebrating the International Day of the Boy Child. And the second runner-up, the first runner-up rather, for this inter-school debate is Rosebud Schools. Can we have the two representatives come forward? so let them flank. Can you come? Come to this. Come. Yeah. All right. So we have the first, the best for this occasion is celebrating the International Day of the Boy Child, the inter-school debate organized by the Medical Women Association of Nigeria, MWAN National, and to present this trophy, I'd like to call on the president of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria, the national president, and the person of Dr. Adekemi Lillian Otolori, to present the trophy to the winner of this debate.
And when I fall down,
you see
I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall right down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boys, our joys know no bounds. We are eternally grateful to God and to everyone here. In fact, I am too small to present this trophy. It is a team work. It is a group work. It is a family work. It is a house work. All of you, we are presenting it together. Let's start with the team of the national executives and the chairperson of the Gender and Adolescent Committee. Our grandma is here, the chairperson of the Senior Doctors Forum. We are grateful to you. Our boy man is here, the commissioner for the Boy Scout, and our boy man is here, the commissioner for the mental health. We are grateful to everybody here. My experts, the team of judges, God bless you for doing a good job. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, boys, for coming, because without you, what will we be saying? There will be no program. We trust in you. We believe in you. There is hope for Nigeria. There is hope for the world. There is hope for the girl child. There is hope for the families. Thank you. On behalf of the entire Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, the national headquarters presented this debate, and this team, they have come first. We are saying congratulations. We wish you more laurels. We believe in you. There is hope for Nigeria and for the entire world. Congratulations for representing your school.
Can count on me, so stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just like that's how it is, 'cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. I have vision, oh can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions.
All right, please, all. Hello. So please, I would like, mommy, please don't go up. Please, we would like all the participants
Have to pick myself
from
back
the
up.
school, all our speakers on the eye table to please come for the cutting of the cake. So the school representatives, please can you come forward? The school representatives from all the schools, please would like you to come forward. And all the... No, after. Please, all the participants, the students, the winners, please would like you to come forward. The winners, please come to the cake. All the participants, please, can you climb? You can climb. Climb. Okay. Call their teachers. Please, all our teachers, please, can you come also? Our teachers, please. Thank you for all you do. Please, can you join us upstage?
There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on.
So when I say International Day of the Boy Child, you say boys and their mental health. And then we cut the cake. So when I say International Day of the Boy Child, so when I say International Day of the Boy Child, we say boys and their mental health. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right. International Day of the Boy's Child. Can we appreciate ourselves? Please, all the executives, please, can you? All the executives, all the national executives, please, can we come forward? And the chairman of the committee, please, can you come forward? All MWAN executives, committee member, chair, And the chair, Dr. Balogun, we're waiting for you. Dr. Balogun, we're waiting for you, ma'am. Chairman, the chairperson of this program to please give the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, boys. Please, can we have one house? I apologize that we have kept it so long. We just have a few minutes left. Please just sit down for the last item on the program. Just sit down, please. Can we have one house, please? Okay.
Boys, for the road. We all took part in the debate because we are all boys, all girls, all fathers, all mothers. But for the road, I want you to take decision for yourself. You know, in Saudi Arabia, they give employment to doctors, dentists, nurses, lab workers, and everybody, even engineers, IT people. And when you go there, sometimes because of the children or family setup, you go alone, either as a nurse or a doctor or photographer or whatever. If you have not been well groomed at home in taking care of yourself, that is, to know how to cook your pasta, rice, eba, small okra, stew, how will you function? How will you survive? So you need to be well developed to help yourself. You have to love yourself first. That is number one. Number two, a couple in the UK, they were expecting a baby. They had one already. And it was supposed to be a normal delivery, but things changed, and the doctors felt it's better a cesarean section. So that meant the wife would stay 5-6 days in the hospital. Now the husband was left at home with mother-in-law and with the first child. Now, because the husband has been well groomed, he could cater for that family. He went to market, he cooked rice, he cooked beans, he boiled meat, boiled chicken, took care of the baby at home, the boy at home, took care of the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law was so impressed that she wrote to the family of the boy that, this is a well-made man. Do you want to be that type of man? You better start now. Then the third scenario, another couple abroad, they were living together, but for a job situation, the wife was transferred to a far hospital and had to leave the family, the man and the children. And do you know what happened? The man took care of their children, taking them to the school, to the supermarket, taking care of them morning, afternoon, night. If the man had not been groomed, prepared for that type of journey, Could he cope? Answer me, boys. Could he cope? So no knowledge is wasted and no skill is useless. So you better develop the culture of learning to help others. MWAN is about helping others and doing the right. We are happy you are here today. You have seen the 3 scenarios. You have heard all the arguments for and against. And we thank God for taking a decision for us. I now hand over to the chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Did you have a nice time? Did you enjoy yourself? Are you feeling celebrated? Are you going to join us next year? You will not join us to celebrate you next year. We will celebrate you. We will keep celebrating you every day. So we would like to thank all our invited guests, the chairman of the occasion in absentia, the special guest of honor, also in absentia. We thank all our daddies who, out of a very tight schedule, came to grace this occasion. We thank our grandma has left. Our grandma, Professor Legbe, who came. You can see that grandma. She's a super grandma, but she loves children. She left all her tight schedule to come. We thank the representative of Oyo State M1 chair, and then we thank all our invited speakers. I'm sure you were happy with what Akila told you, the commissioner for Boy Scouts in Oyo State, and what our mental health experts also told us. And I'm sure you are happy to see somebody who has been in your shoes before, who has walked this way that you are walking before, and you know that all the things you're experiencing now can be solved, isn't it? And you can come out good. And then we thank you, all the boys. First of all, before I thank the boys, we thank all the teachers for all the efforts put in place to prepare our boys for this competition. Thank you for sparing the time out of your tight schedule to follow them here, participate in all the programs. And then we thank all the boys. Some of you, from what you were saying, I knew you went on the internet to go and search for information. Like somebody said, it's not easy to stay in front of so many eyes and then you'll be talking. So we really appreciate all the effort you put in the indoor games. I'm sure you love the indoor games. Sorry we couldn't do more than that, but I'm sure it was like an appetizer for you in the morning. Thank you for using your brain. Thank you. Today you came here, you relaxed, you interacted with friends from different schools. And thank you for the attention. We really, really appreciate it. Without you, this program would not happen. Thank you, every other person that was present or that has been present. All M1 members, we really appreciate all your input, all the assistants in one way or the other who help us to put all these things together. We thank all our technical crew. You've been wonderful. The photographers, the IT people, thank you for all that you're doing. And we also appreciate all. We have parents here who came to give us support. We have parents here. Mrs. Akiwande, we really appreciate you. Thank you for coming. And for every other person who has worked both on and behind the scene to make sure this happened, to all our donors, to all our sponsors who helped us to put all this together, we appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. And then we thank our national president, Dr. Otolori. She has, you know, she's a grandma too. She's also a super grandma. She has kept sleepless nights. Do you know what it means for an old person not to sleep? To make sure this happened. As at past 12 midnight, she was still talking to me on the phone. She was still calling people to make sure people came here. And that's to show you the passion she has for children, not just children, for the boy child. Sacrificing her time, sacrificing her sleep. This morning I had to ask her whether she slept well. She still had to sort out issues this morning. Thank you very much, ma. We really appreciate you for bringing this up, for all the support all the way. Anytime I call, I say, ma, you want to do this? You say, go ahead. Ma, we need this. She will say, I will get it settled. You know, when you have a leader who knows what she's doing, you'll be happy working, isn't it? So thank you very much, ma'am, for all that you do. We really appreciate you. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. Dr. Adeyemi.
And so we come to the end of the program organized by the National Secretariat of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria. Shall we rise as we recite the second stanza of the national anthem as the closing prayer? O God of creation, direct our noble course. Guide our leaders right. Help our youth the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow. And living just and true. Great lofty height attain. To build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Happy International Day of the Boy's Child.
We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Well, send them your heart, so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free.
As God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children.
We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down
you.